Now, in many lands and cultures around the world, the appearance or a birth of a white animal holds special significance. And there's many stories told about these white animals. In India, they have the story of the white tiger. And in North America, it's the white buffalo. And in Australia, we have the story of Luna, Moon Sister, the white whale. And though this story is not ancient like the others, because this story actually happened when I was a young girl. One night, in the warm, tranquil waters of North Queensland, a whale, a humpback whale, gave birth to a calf. And instinctively that huge mother, she pushed her calf to the top of the water, and there, bathed only in the moonlight, the whale drew her first breath. Well, the moon was amazed to see that whale calf shone as white as the moon herself. And so the mother and the moon named her Luna, Moon Sister. And Luna began swimming with her mother up and down the coast of Australia along those migration nights. She swam down to the icy, rich waters of the Antarctic and up to the warm waters of Hervey Bay. And as they swam, the mother would sing, always singing the wise song of the whales. And as Luna swam with her mother, she too learnt the songs, and she learnt to sing, and together they would sing, always singing that wise song of the whales. And as she swam, she did grow wise in the way of the whales. But what she didn't understand was the ways of people. She didn't understand why they poured raw sewage into the ocean. She couldn't understand why they used such enormous fishing nets only to cast back half the fish dead or dying. And why did they slaughter whales? And Luna asked the whale elders, but none could answer her questions. And she asked the moon above her sister, but the moon could just shine down gently. So Luna thought perhaps people didn't have anyone to teach them the wise song of the whales. Perhaps they just didn't know any better. And so Luna began swimming closer to shore. She'd swim up and down the beaches, she'd swam into harbours, she swam up rivers, she swam around and around boats and around surfers, singing, always singing that wise song of the whales, but people just didn't understand. Luna thought her heart would melt with sadness. Well, the moon looked down and she could no longer bear her sister's distress, and so she granted Luna a boon, both wonderful and terrible. She agreed to turn Luna into a human form, the 13 cycles of the moon. But to do this, Luna would have to go against the wise way of the whales and beach herself upon the sand. So one evening, when the moon was full and high in the sky and the tide was at its greatest, then Luna flapped her mighty tail and she lunged towards the beach and launched herself till she was stuck on the coarse sand. And she lay there, bathed only in the moonlight. The tide and the moon retreated, leaving there on the sand a beautiful young woman with skin pale white, hair the colour of silver moonbeams, and eyes all the twirling colours of the ocean. And as Luna rose awkwardly to her feet, already she missed the caress and the support of the ocean, and she missed her mother, but in her heart she was glad because now she would sing in human form and the people would understand her. And so she did. For 13 cycles of the moon, she walked the length and the breadth of Australia, singing singing, always singing that wise song of the whales. And she sang to communities, she sang to schools, she sang to universities, she sang at whale festival, she sang everywhere she could. She sang to business leaders, to governments. She sang, always singing that wise song of the whales. And some people didn't want to hear her, and some people didn't understand, but many people heard and understood and began to change their ways. Well, 13 cycles of the moon soon passed, and she knew it was time to be back on the beach. She knew she had to be there when the moon was full and high in the sky and the tide was at its highest. But there was one group she hadn't sung to, the whalers. So by the time she arrived back on the beach, the moon was starting to fade, and she lay down on the beach. She disrobed first, and she lay down as the moon retreated. But she was late, and she'd missed the high tide. And when the moon finally dropped right down beyond the horizon, it left on the sand a large white whale. And she lay there dying in those last rays of moonlight. And she was sad that she would not feel the caress of the ocean once more, see her mother or the other whales, but in her heart she was happy. She was bursting with joy because people had changed their ways. They were demanding sustainable fishing practices. They'd stopped pouring raw sewage into the ocean, and they'd stopped the slaughter of whales in Australia. But best of all, children were now singing. They were singing the wise song of the whales from the length and the breadth of Australia. The moon wept tears of pearls into the ocean at the death of her sister. And the moon vowed never again to turn another white creature into human form. Instead, she decided to bless every white creature with the ability to inspire mankind, to examine how they live and remember the wise song of the whale. Now, decades have passed since Luna swam in our waters. But more recently, there have been other sightings. There's been, for the last decade, Migaloo. And just last year, the son of Migaloo. Have you seen a white whale? Do you remember their song? We are all waves of one sea. We are all waves of one sea. The time has come to live as one. We are all waves of one sea. Can you sing? We are